guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 39 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the last one ended with quite a cliffhanger. We all see through it. We know that Scar and Winry, that they are distracting and doing something to get all of the attention off of everybody else with like May and Marco. But we got chimeras that like can transform from people into monsters. That's new. Before we had either a mix or we had a mix, R.I.P. Nina and Alexander. So anyway, we have to figure out what the plan is. Now, I know that Winry's empathetic heart, that she is probably trying to help Scar, like not help Scar through this, but try to figure out Scar and help Scar realize that, like, you know, maybe something isn't his fault. It is his fault. He did kill them. But what led him to that point and waking up and seeing blue eyes, like there's a bunch of things that like you can't necessarily fault him for thinking that he was in a bad scenario. But, you know, I think of all the people that he could face in this situation. Not only will Winry make him feel the most guilty because she's the most wonderful person, but like she might be able to grant him a little bit of freedom from his guilt. Now, with Kimberly out there, you know, Kimberly really wants Scar. So I don't think he's going to be easily fooled, especially with Ed coming out and being like, look what you did. You know, I don't know if Kimberly will fall for it because Kimberly is very intelligent. So he might kind of think something or see through it. I'm not quite sure. But I'm excited to find out. And I'm even more excited because now our group has reconverged and there's a chance that Marco and Ed and Al and May can decipher things that they're seeing about alchemy and maybe figure out how to utilize it and use it in a way that is not killing people to make a philosopher's stone. Especially if we can spread alchemy throughout, you know, Amestris, then there will never be a need for a philosopher's stone in the shape of the country. You could just, well, I mean, that's not really the point of them having a philosopher's stone, but utilizing alchemy means that you would not need to do any of that to put bodies back together. Now, people very nicely were telling me that alchemy does have equivalent exchange, and I guess I just don't know enough about it to even know what they're exchanging, but because it uses the dragon's blood, soul, vibes, it's got the dragon beat is what we're using with alchemy. I still want all of that explained, and for the love, if they say it in the show, if May has some exposition coming up in which she can tell me, let her tell me. I want to find out through the characters, but I'm really excited to get into this. Roy was told by our girl Olivier that he's not needed. His troops are needed. And then there was like a lot of the Armstrong family line that was coming in that last episode. Now that I'm very much aware that the pictures of the doctors and not the Armstrong family, but seeing that Yoki infiltrated the Armstrong family, you know, we got one more sister out of that. And then we have like the person with the flowers. So we're getting more and more Armstrongs. I'm fine with this. I would love a whole series about the Armstrongs. I'm sure. I think Olivier, for example, you know, and her just like, man. So we knew that she was like this strong, hard-headed, stubborn, but very, you know, I want to say pragmatic kind of leader. But like that's how she's kind of introduced, and like seeing how much she cares and like really loves her troops and the men that are with her and how she takes care of them, but like won't outright admit it. Like, you know, the broken watch that would never have gone 24 hours and like the hole wasn't sealed off, and like she's not that person where she will tell you, I'm going to do this, and you know I'm fierce, because she sticks to her word probably 99% of the time. But when she can actually give somebody a little bit of grace to actually get back and just be like, oh, you guys made it back. Wow, this watch is wrong. You know, like she's going to figure out a way to do that to keep them alive, and she cares about them. And I'm loving her. Not only her introduction to where I was just like, oh, like I thought I was going to be like, yeah, she's a badass. And she's also got like this heart of gold. And I was like, nope, just a badass and kind of cold hearted. And then the more I learned about her, the more I was like, ah, the onion is peeling itself. And I'm really excited for more of that. Now, of course, Salim being the first homunculus, it's so funny that like something gets stuck in my mind. I'm like, oh, him and Bradley are related. That must be Bradley's son. He's the first homunculus. He's way older than Bradley, so that's not Bradley's son. Maybe they come from the same lineage. That's why, you know, they could both be homunculus, and that's why they both like can survive that or whatever it may be. But like, I want more info on that. And actually, I'd say that I'd want more Salim, but he's a creepy little dude. Like just in the shadows and Hawkeye and how she was behaving, and Roy knowing like not exactly what was going down, but knowing something was going down. You know, now they have to be in the dark with each other. I don't know that's going to happen. I recently watched some Vox Machina, so if there is some action that we don't get to see because the lights are out, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I don't know if there are those two. I don't know if that's the relationship they even have, but like, come on. Like, are they gonna hook up or what? Again, no spoilers in the comments, nothing about future episodes, only about the episode that I'm watching or a past episode. That's completely fine, but let the onion of the show also unfold itself to me. That was a weird thing to say. Anyways, guys, I can't wait to get into this episode, so let's go. Oh, that was the end of the last season. Oh, this guitar is slamming. Shred it. So we have a desert, which means we're not going to be in the snow much longer. Xiaomei holding Al's hand. Oh my god. Ooh, Salim. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, we need more of Hohenheim. He's just out there wandering around. I don't know what he's up to. Trouble, probably. Oh, I love it. I'm sad that we lost the other songs because I was just getting used to them, and now I have a new one to learn.
Do you remember when we first met? It seems we've changed places. You shouldn't be so confident.
I'm ready for it, though. Daydream.
Stop! Stop this now, Crimson
Yeah,
Alchemist!
I mean,
Can't you see Winry's up there with him? I won't let you attack!
he's willing to sacrifice.
Why can't you just stay out of the way?
Damn, Scar bringing down a building?
Fall back!
Good job, Scar.
Storm, hurry!
But Kimberly totally would have attacked Scar with Winry there. It wouldn't have stopped him. Good job, Ed.
Young girl, you have every right to pass judgment on me.
Mm-hmm. You're so lucky it's her. She gonna help him?
Your arm. You'll die if we don't bandage it.
Winry?
Quiet, Ed. I think this is what my parents would have wanted. Mom and Dad saved his life before, after all. There has to be a reason for that.
Yup. Oh my god, girl.
Didn't I promise that the next time I cried, they would be tears of joy?
Oh.
Listen, Scar.
Okay,
No matter
okay.
what Winry says, I still want to beat you bloody and drag you down to the Rockbell family grave to pay your respects.
It's because he loves her.
How can you bring yourself to be part of the Emestrian military?
He's got a story.
Look at me. I am a festering wound of hatred born of the Great Ishvalan War.
I feel like he has a reason to be.
I am thankful that there is someone like you out there. Whatever the circumstances may be between us, I cannot let you go. You must accept judgment. Hold on!
Oh, here we go.
So you're the Alchemist girl, huh? I have orders to bring you back to the fort.
And her weird-looking cat.
You mean we're bringing that monster with us?
We need to decipher those notes, right, Ulrich?
Yeah, you need
There's not a
him.
damn thing I want that guy's help with.
You need him, though. Oh, boy. That shot right there. Ed and
Listen
Scar.
up, Scar. If you're willing to work with us, I'll postpone your judgment day. It doesn't look like you're going to give me any other choice. Yes, I'll help you decode the notes.
And if you want to stop the Amestrian army, best way to do it. Uh-oh.
Right, I almost forgot about these two freaks of nature. Kill them.
No! A life is a life!
Oh,
what better
Al.
reason do you need than that?
Look at these bodies. What kind of future can we have? If you're gonna kill us, do it.
They want to die?
Don't you have families? Loved ones?
Sure we do.
But as soon as we got these bodies, they were all told that we were dead. And to them, we are.
Can Alcahestry reverse this?
I don't want to hear a bunch of fatalistic nonsense.
Wow, Al.
Why not live and learn whether there's a chance of getting your bodies back?
How could you possibly know what we're going through?
And what chance do we have of going back?
Wow, I didn't think this was gonna happen. Proud of Al.
This is a mining town, isn't it? Why don't we just go into the underground tunnels?
Yeah.
So surely there's a tunnel that can take us beyond the mountains. I think.
That's it!
Ooh.
Hey, give me some
Finally
credit.
useful.
This is what I did for a living.
Yeah, but I don't trust any tunnel anymore.
But when word gets out that she's missing, won't the Elric brothers be the first people they suspect?
So you gotta have Scar kidnap her.
I hate to be the one to suggest this, but
I love that you're the one to suggest this.
what do you think Kimberly would do if I was suddenly taken hostage by Scar?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
You're such a smart girl.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Okay, we're still talking about Durso and Sampano. Okay.
You understand?
You can't do that! You're crazy!
I don't have a choice, do I? I'm a hostage either way, so I might as well get to choose my captor.
There we go.
Her.
There's no reason for you to be risking your life.
Don't you get it? It's time for you two to learn you don't have to do everything alone.
Absolutely.
If we don't hurry, we won't be able to get out of here.
Ed, it's a good plan, and we know that it happens.
Please, you have to take us with you too.
One way or the other, we're dead. Besides, we don't want to give up either.
I love Al's influence.
The whole country could be destroyed, including your families and everyone you care about.
I don't understand. The Central Forces weren't told about any of this.
Please, we need to know more. What's going on?
You'll learn it on the way. Oh my gosh, we're saving chimeras. I'm so excited about that. I really like the chimeras that were with Greed.
And you will keep your oath. Your solemn word is a true Ishvalan.
Damn.
Excuse me, miss. Your ears. Your earrings are made out of metal. If you don't take them out, you'll get frostbite.
Smart. Put them in your pocket.
You hang on to these for me.
I feel like that's going to be important later. You transmuted into something else real quick, so Kimberly won't find her earrings in your pockets?
Yes, Miles here. What'd you say?
What? That the tunnels are dangerous and not to go in them? Yes, we done knew. Oh, maybe May can stop it though. Alcahestry.
How can I forgive the military for all that they've done? There is no forgiveness for wanton murder. Any good man must always condemn it.
If hatred and fear are allowed to prevail, the world will be swallowed by them. But if ultimate understanding can be reached, we may still have a chance to be saved from ourselves.
Which is what Miles is trying to do.
The mine staff room. We need something from here. Now let's see. Here it is.
Wow, Yoki coming in clutch.
I'm sure you'll find a way, Doc. I can't wait to see my family again.
Are you really that eager to get back to the old ball and chain?
Yeah.
I'm sure you miss your daughter, but I doubt you miss your wife.
What about you? You were such a lousy drunk your own son couldn't stand to be around you for more than 5 minutes. And you really think you'll be able to face him now?
Wow.
You have to bring that up?
You okay, May?
My entire clan is waiting for me back in my country, but I don't think I can return to them.
Why?
The Philosopher's Stone is made from sacrificing people's lives. No one should be allowed to create something so awful. If His Imperial Highness found out how to make one, he wouldn't hesitate a moment to do it.
Oh, May.
It's possible these notes contain what you're looking for, a humane secret to immortality.
Yeah.
Let's hurry to the fort and figure out what they say.
Oh, poor May. What a beautiful heart.
I mean that General Armstrong's been summoned back to the Central Command Center. Troops sent from Central have begun invading Briggs in force. There's no doubt they're acting on the Crimson Alchemist's orders.
Yep. Well, what about Roy? Roy was going to do something.
You'll freeze to death before you come anywhere close to reaching them.
Yeah.
There is a way. Listen. Send someone who doesn't have a body. That storm won't freeze me to death.
Nope.
I can't see anything at all.
Oh. Oh, oh, why is this happening now? Oh, Al, your body. Why did that just happen? Yeah.
Does this mean my body is pulling on my soul?
I don't know what it means.
Stop it! Snap out of it! I have to hurry.
Poor Al.
Alphonse Elric. Edward Elric. And also, there's von Hohenheim.
Uh-huh.
Zuni
What is he doing?
Curtis.
No.
She's a possibility. That leaves one more.
Roy. It's in the rain. Roy in the rain. That's not a good thing. Hohenheim with a smile. That's unnerving. Oh, if he's smiling at Trisha, that makes sense. Whose hands? Is it Trisha and Hohenheim? Oh, I can't wait for the next episode. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was not aware that the last episode I watched was actually the finale because now we got new music. Just when I was getting accustomed to the old songs. That happens every single time. It starts like working its way into my back of my head. I'll hum it by myself when I'm like grocery shopping, I'm at work, cleaning, whatever it is, and then gone. Well, damn. New music didn't learn, but obviously we were not tricked by the finale of the last episode. So it is really interesting to see it all come together though, and Winry pretty much saying like, no, I don't forgive you for murdering. You're wanton murder. And I don't really think you can forgive somebody for going on killing sprees. You just can't. You can empathize with the fact of why they did it, but you can't ever excuse it. Taking a life is taking a life. And I am so proud of Al for like standing up for the chimeras, Zampano, and Jerso. Yeah, like I was like, well, if they learn alchemy, they might be able to get the bodies back. And like they're not great people. Like the one guy's like, oh, you really want to go back to your wife? And I'm like, after being with Kimberly and being a chimera, hell yeah. Like, absolutely. And then, the other guy called him a drunk and like his own son doesn't talk to him. And it's just kind of like, all right, well, they've got some problems that they're definitely going to return to. But I think, being able to live your life and be grateful for being there is, like they're more than happy to maybe just be like, wow, this used to be annoying, and now I'm so grateful I have this in my life. I'm proud of Al for like sticking with it, and like them just being like, no, kill us. Like Kimberly's going to do it anyways, because like we can't be failures, and it's just like we don't want to live like this anymore. And Al being like, you're not giving up. And I know it's him talking about himself not giving up, but also, he wants other people to like have hope that the thing that happened to them, they could change. And maybe by the end of this, we learn that there's an Alchemist tree that maybe could have saved Nina and Alexander. Can't go back. We can't go back and save Hughes. We can't go back and fix Nina and Alexander, but, we can at least know that like they didn't die in vain, and that we're able to fix it now that we know how, or hopefully we learn how. I was like, ancient Ishvalan. Miles can just interpret it, but I don't know if Miles even knows ancient Ishvalan. And it seems like Scar would, because he was like very like monk-like, priest-like into the whole thing, that I'm sure he knows ancient Ishvalan. So, and that also makes it to where only an Ishvalan could translate. So how important Ishvalans have become, right? They were always important. I'm just saying that like them being annihilated and the Ishvalan genocide happening, how important they are to save the future of Amestris. But also May coming to the realization that like, her emperor, king, father, whoever, that he would absolutely use the power of a Philosopher's Stone by taking lives. And she knows that he wouldn't think twice about it. And coming up with a way to be immortal, I don't actually think that leader should be immortal. I think someone like May should be immortal, because like she sees a problem with killing. She saw a problem with taking all the lives and what was going on with the Mistress, and how becoming essentially a huge transmutation circle and all the blood sacrifices they would have to make in order to have that Philosopher's Stone. Not only do you have to stop them from doing that, because they won't just leave there. That's not where that circle will stay. It will expand so they can take over even more places. So, Jing would be in peril. I think having her around, not only that, but like the beginning and seeing her like holding Al's hand and like the new opening, and then like seeing all them fight together, like greedling her, all of that makes me super excited for the future episodes that we're gonna see. Hopefully Marco can find a way to be immortal, because I think if there's an immortal leader that Jing needs, it's May. And also Al, seeing his body. I don't know what caused that, other than like maybe his body's dying, and if his body actually dies, the soul does need to go elsewhere. We didn't really get to see with Barry the Chopper, because like his soul was in the armor and then his body was dying. And I mean, obviously we don't see inside of Barry at all about like what's going on, and that maybe if his body had completely died, that, then the soul would have dissipated as well. I'm not quite sure how that happens. Okay. Where do we go from here? So we're in the tunnels, and I was worried that when Miles got the phone call, it was somebody telling him, like, stay out of the tunnels, like the tunnels are dangerous. That's not what it was. It is that General Armstrong has now left Briggs. But I don't know if that's because of Bradley, if that is because of Roy. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if there's something more behind that, because I was like, well, wasn't Roy supposed to come and help? Or like, maybe Roy put something together to get Armstrong out of there so then they could like collect themselves and then go back. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if anyone's going to learn about Raven. I don't know if anyone even cares. But Kimberly is not stupid, and I feel like Kimberly is going to figure things out about Winry. And I still think her taking off her earrings was a very big mistake, because any evidence that there was a memento that Ed could have about Winry, I think, is incredibly dangerous, considering Kimberly is not stupid. He's very astute. He's very sharp. He catches things. And so I'm wondering if that's going to play into any future episode. Now, I'm excited to get into the next episode because I know there's an after credit scene, but now that I know that this is the beginning of a new season, I'm ready for location changes because I saw Al walking through a desert, and I don't know if that desert is a desert in the mind, because now that we've seen him kind of connect to truth, see his body, he's very worried that his soul is going to leave the body that he currently has. I don't know if that's a thing, but like if Al's body is deteriorating, back in the portal, we're in trouble. He's in trouble. So I'm eagerly anticipating continuing this journey. But if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 3 episodes early. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to just say, you guys didn't buy that from last season, right? Like, we're all on the same page that it was a trick, right? Right, but I don't think that... I don't think Kimblee's necessarily going to fall for it. I think he's skeptical. I think he will kind of realize what's going on. It'll take him a little bit and they'll get a head start. But they're headed back to Briggs, and I don't know what's waiting for them when they get there. So, But I am eager to get into the next episode. Normally I have a question to ask you guys, and I really don't even know what to ask you right now because it's only 1 episode into this season. So I can't wait to watch the next one. You're going to have to wait. So in the meantime, guys, I'll see ya.